Okay, welcome back to Tipsy Realtor Season 3. Anna Taranova here. You can see this is not Robin Moser, but this is Lisa. And Lisa is here from Telus Wellness Center, and she will talk about Feng Shui, particularly called Tantric Buddhist Black Sect Feng Shui.
Wow.
I got it, right?
Yeah.
So, and we are making a China blue cocktail. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you for having me.
So, as usual, we're going to start with a cocktail first, and then Lisa will talk about all the cool stuff about home and energy and how to kind of map it for success, I guess.
That's right.
You know?
Three pillars. We're gonna
Three pillars.
master the
Okay.
3 pillars.
So I'm going to put our recipe on the screen. It's super simple, as you can see. 3 ingredients. So, where are my things? Robin usually makes this way smoother, right? So we have an ounce of lychee liquor. And then we have 1 ounce of, let's see, she's a great assistant, Lisa. You can
That's
come
right.
back anytime. Usually I do this. And a blue caraco. That's what we, I'm putting this in a wrong glass. Oh my God, look at this. See? Now I'm going super smooth. We're just gonna.
We haven't drank anything
Yeah.
before this filming,
We haven't.
just so you know. This is
And I didn't practice run. I didn't go like right. So see on the spot. And then what we're gonna do is add 4 ounces of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice.
wow.
Yes, Lisa saw me squeezing it.
I did. It's fresh. And
Yeah.
Did you know that grapefruit actually enhances alcohol content? So be careful.
Oh my God, is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One extra buzz.
I never knew
Yeah.
that. See, I even learned something new,
Yeah.
not about Feng Shui, but about alcohol.
Yeah.
And
And not with your heart medication either. That's another one.
okay. So there you go. You just are full of surprises.
I know
Like
lots
that.
of little things. How about that?
All right.
One big thing.
Yeah. We're gonna take it. Again, I'm not as elegant. Oh, yeah, see? Robin, I think I got a competition. I'm got a competition here. Yeah.
We gotta have some fun. This is what it's about.
You know what? Usually when Robin shakes, that's what
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I
We're doing the same thing. There we go. We're good.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna.
You gotta make some effort here. China blue.
Yes, China blue. There you go. Beautiful
Yeah.
color, very festive. So if you have a theme events, right? Like it's and we're gonna just decorate with
Sweet.
a
Very
little
lovely.
fruit. You can put any
Wow.
fruit you want.
That looks like a
Little
girl's drink.
straw. I know, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there
Fabulous.
you go. Look how fast it was,
Woo!
right?
Look at that. Cheers.
Let's try this.
Thank you. This is, wow, this looks like summer.
Oh my God, it's delicious.
Yummy. Wow. That's refreshing.
This is super refreshing. Not actually as sweet as I thought it's gonna be.
Not at all.
It must be the grapefruit juice. It has a little bit of that acidity, and it's
Wow.
it's not as super. It has that bitterness. Oh, delicious! Oh my God, Robin, you're
good.
missing out.
It's so. This would have been great about a month ago, and plus 35 in Calgary. This tastes like you're on a beach somewhere tropical.
Yeah, it goes way too easy. So, but that's a good party drink because you can make a big picture of it.
Yeah.
Just
you can.
keep the ice on the side. You don't want to dilute your alcohol, right? And serve it for, if you have like a blue theme.
Well, I'll add a health trick to this. If you add a couple drops of methylene blue, and methylene blue it's a really great antiviral. You can just add it to anything.
Methylene blue.
Methylene blue.
Lisa, you just like a fountain of knowledge.
Like I research. That's what I like to do during certain pandemics. So there was like, well, what else are we doing? So I found some methylene blue, and you can add it to just about anything.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So healthy for you.
Yeah.
Probably no headaches, no hangover. Is that what it is?
Well, actually, it does because it does something in the liver as well. So I noticed if I drank it.
Or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used it in my face cream. I put it on my face. I put it on wounds. Cured my daughter's foot. She had a issue with her foot.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, see, we not only talk about real estate and alcohol. We always say, there is a reason why we drink on Wednesdays at noon.
Yeah, it's to get you back into Thursday, Friday, and then
Right?
into the weekend.
I
Exactly.
know. That's a part of like my job. That's like I can't complain. You know, like it's like every Wednesday I drink. That's when I know it's Wednesday.
Well, I appreciate you having me here and the effort that it takes to set all this up and have some content, make some drinks, and then
I will let
your
you like
clients.
run with it because you know we gotta cover those three pillars, and I think in a time that we have here, I'll just let you talk about the fascinating topic of that.
You can. How long?
Okay.
How long do we have? Just
Well, like about
couple
10
minutes.
minutes.
10
yeah.
minutes. I'll just improvise now.
Yeah.
So again, my name is Lisa, and the type of feng shui that I study is, they call it like a black sect tantric Buddhist, only because it's a fifth stage of Buddhism, and it's a tantric side of eclectic feng shui. So lots of meditating, lots of cures, lots of spirituality. It's a fifth stage because it's now brought to the West by Grandmaster Lin Yun, and I'm one of his disciples, and I'm happy to share his wisdom and information with you today. What I will impart with you is the three pillars. So if you want to take a look at your own house, there's three main places that we look for first. Forget about the furniture, forget about your dog, forget about, you know, where you live. You want to actually look at your front entrance, and then your bedroom, which is your bed mainly, and then your stove. And the reason why that we look there first is we use chi and how it moves into your home, not so much compass when you were born, which direction your bed's facing. That's more Lillian tool. It's more of a low pan style. But Master Lin actually has an eclectic feng shui, which has to do with the energy.
And I just want to interrupt you for a second. For those who doesn't know what chi is.
Oh, yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Chi is like energy. It's your life force. It's how you move through the universe. It's what moves your body. Is this chi?
It's kind of like your footprint.
Yeah, it's like your footprint.
Yeah. Energetic footprint.
Yeah, it's like an energetic footprint. Exactly. So how you move through your life is sort of things that happen that are great for you, things that aren't happening for you, health, sickness, divorce, anything, you name it, that's your chi. That's you moving through life.
Yeah, and it's really incredible. I have kind of dabbed in, and I have a lot of people, including my mom, who is really fascinated with Feng Shui and energy and things like that. And I have heard before about the door placement, the front door, about the bedroom where your bed goes. Never heard about the stove. So, like, I'm really particularly interested about what you're gonna say about that.
About the stove. Well, you're right. People get fixated, not fixated. People talk about the front door, and it's most about the clutter. How do you walk up your steps? Are they clear? Are they clear of clutter? How do you get up to your steps? Are they creaky? How do you go in your door? Is it cluttered? When you open your door and walk into your main area, are there shoes everywhere? Are you tripping over stuff?
So, honey, that box has been sitting for a week in the front, the door, that everybody's tripping over. I have to move that. It's too heavy.
So, you know, you come to your house all the time, but if you get a friend to come up to your house and say, you know, how's it feel getting in my front door? They can pretty much tell you everything that they think you could work on. And mostly it's just clutter and cleaning and
if you think about it, when we are selling homes and the buyers come through the front door, right? How important is that? Because a lot of people sometimes walk in and they feel either like, oh my God, this is like so beautiful, or they feel kind of weird. They cannot describe why. And it is because of a lot of those elements that we don't see it, but we feel it as a human.
You do. Yeah. We have we have like thousands of sensors on our bodies. And so when we're walking up to a space, if you're, we do. There's all kinds of these sensors that we just don't have, we don't know about, so we don't access them. But walking up to your home, or especially when you're buying real estate and you're with Anna, you really want to just check in with your body and go, how do I feel? Because how you feel going into that house will give you as much information as you'll probably need. Yeah.
So like what we say, trust your gut, so speak, right? That the feeling you have inside, you know, and sometimes people are like, well, I kind of like the house, but something is like weird. I don't know. Like that's what it is. That's what we're feeling, right? And I tell my clients all the time, if you don't feel comfortable in a house, like there is nothing I can do for you in that sense. Like, you know, right? It's, you have to trust your feelings. Just because it checks some of the features, it's not necessarily a house for you.
That's right. Yeah. So that, follow this lady. Just trust your feeling. But sometimes people pick houses because they need to heal, or they need to get sick, or they need to have a divorce. There's good reasons you pick. You just have to trust the universe that you're doing the right thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so even if it's bad, that means probably good for you because it had to happen.
Yeah, it's like transformation. Like you need
Oh.
transformation. Sometimes you need catalyst, and sometimes you need to get a divorce. Sometimes you need to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. You need to fall and break your leg because your work really sucked, and then you really found yourself and wrote a book, and off you go to LA. So you don't know. Sounds kind of silly, but
Yeah.
it's not good. It's no joke. It's not good and it's not bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
and okay, well let's so we got the front door, like declutter, get get it cleaned, make sure it has some sort of like good lighting and things like the people
All the
walk in, right? What about the bedroom, like the bed or
The second pillar is the
Yeah.
bed. It's because it's how you sleep. It's how you sort of, you want to wake up feeling revitalized and you just want to be like, yeah, I can't wait to get up and do my work. But if your bedroom is situated that we always say put your headboard to the back, because that's your grounding. If your headboard's not pinned to the back of your wall or you don't even have a headboard, you need to have a headboard. If you have a king size bed, that's usually it's an old term, Feng Shui, because if you look at king size beds, there's 2 box springs and then the bed, then the mattress, which really means division of the marriage.
Oh.
But a lot of people have king size beds,
Yeah,
but
I
a lot
have
of people,
one.
but a lot of people don't have 2 box springs. They just have
Right.
the one mattress,
Yes.
so we're good there.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Good way to
headboard,
balance it out. Balance it
headboard,
out.
yeah.
And headboard. I gotta get headboard.
you have a headboard, you can
Yes.
it's against the wall.
Against the wall.
Okay, you're secure.
Yeah.
And so when you move,
Killing it.
yeah. So as a good party gift or a good realtor
Mhm.
gift, when you move into your new home, you might want to get a new set of bed sheets because that means fresh and alive and new. So that's a good tip to have.
Okay.
And nothing under your bed.
Right.
Don't put anything under your bed. They say that ling hangs out underneath your bed. So if you're trying to get pregnant, you don't actually move the ling. Ling is just another form of energy. Very obscure cure. So I'm really kind of went a little too far with that.
Yeah,
But
keep
anyway.
your mind open with this,
Yeah.
right? It's just take it as is what Lisa is saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways of cleansing. A lot of us, I think, getting comfortable more with body cleansing.
Yes.
And we don't understand the house cleansing yet, but it's important, right?
It is.
Much as the body.
It is.
Because we live in it every day.
Yeah. Well, you think about your mattress. It's just good to clean your mattress. It's good to change it, to flip it, to put, aromatherapy on it, whatever you can, and treat it like, it's holding you when you're sleeping. If you think about it, you don't want to be watching TV in your bed. You want to shut down the technology. You want to put your phone somewhere else. All those things so that you start to create these better habits for going to bed and that the bed's for sleep. And that's where you feel the best.
So I do have one question about the placement of the bed, and I don't know if this is something you do or you heard, but a lot of people I'm Russian by heritage, so a lot of our culture says you cannot put the bed facing the door, so you cannot sleep with
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
So this is and
yeah.
I got to make sure it's just not us.
Do you know why? So they have a folklore in Feng Shui, and it's when you get carried out of a funeral home, the feet,
the
right?
feet goes first.
So the energy for adults 18 and over, the feet go out the door. So you never want to place your bed in front of the door because it means your energy when you're sleeping goes out the door, which means death for Chinese.
Yes.
Yeah. But you want to,
it's
even above
creepy,
windows, windows too.
That's something I work a lot with the Eastern European people. And that's one thing when we look at the bed and okay, where are we going to put the bed, right? It's very important. Where are we going to put the bed? And if it's only one wall that you have to put against that the feet goes through. Yeah. It's a no. If the house is a no, my clients walk out.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a cure. That's what I like about Master Lynn's work is there's always a cure. It's a creative eclectic Feng Shui. So there's always a cure. There's nothing I couldn't cure unless it was just disaster area. Mm-hmm. And the reason why that bed is what Anna's saying is it's called the armchair position. And in Art of War, you always want to have the back protected by the mountain and then a clear river in the front and then the one mountain, which really is the dragon and then the tiger. And so it's the same thing with your bed. The farther you are from your door, the harder it is for people to attack you. That's the idea. Oh, so when you're sleeping, you don't want to sleep beside a door because you could get attacked. That's really where it came from.
I sleep by the door, but bedroom door.
Switch with your husband. He can sleep by the
I think I'll just run away after.
Yeah, that's right. Those are really kind of basic ideas, but sometimes
let's talk about the stove.
Oh, the stove. You want to know about all
I
about
want
the
to know
stove.
about the stove.
So
Yeah.
why is the stove the third pillar?
Maybe we'll have to start moving that.
Yeah, look out. So what happens with the stove is, this is what's in most Western houses, is this. You're cooking, and your back is to everything out here, which means you're upsetting the food. Unless you can see out, unless you don't have command of the stove. In most of our Western homes, we don't have command of our stove. And so we would cure that in our Feng Shui.
Oh.
Because you think about it, you can't see or hear. People are scaring you, they're coming up around, you've got two doors, like it just adds up a lot of energy. So there's lots of cures for that. So if you're building a new home, try, something where the cooktop is here, where you get to see everybody and talk and cook. You're not with your back, because we spend a lot of time at our stoves with our back.
And like I actually had a client who's building a house, and she was considering to put the stove on the island. However, this is not something is popular here. No. When we're looking on the resale value for average consumer, like in a few years, it's going to be a hard sell. And I was like, you know what? I get it. That's what you want, but no, that's what people used to, right?
That's right.
And I was like, I have installed stoves before on the islands when I do renovations on the homes, but it's because it's the only spot you can put. Once you move the walls, you lose the wall. You need to put it somewhere. It's on the island, and now I see like the purpose of it. Yeah.
It seems odd, but I think you'd agree. If you had to work here and have guests over and your family over, you'd feel better talking and cooking on your stove and prepping.
Usually me, it's like this. I'm like this usually. This is me. This is like kind of, I do a lot of entertainment, so I'm at my stove. I never like this, but I'm always kind of like halfway. Should we
give Anna a tip, a free Feng Shui cookie?
Oh my God, yes.
Should we?
Yes, we should.
Okay. So what I would do is I get a nice mirror right here, and I just back up this whole thing with a nice framed mirror. But you have to keep it clean, and you'll see your whole life will change when you put that mirror there. That's it. It will change. I changed my life when I did it, and you'll never not want to move that mirror, because everything just opens up and you can see everything. You're protected.
Oh my God, you know what, Lisa? I'm going to promise that I'm actually going to do it. Yeah. So I can give the feedback on that, because I'm super interested in how that would change, for sure.
It would. It'll change your life. It'll just feel better. And keep your stove clean, keep the mirror clean, and use all your burners. Because all the burners means you're making lots of money, you're cooking lots of food.
Oh,
that's
ask my husband. I'm like using all the burners and all the pots. So they always, sometimes all of them together.
Really?
Burning. Oh, nice. I cook a lot.
You'll like that mirror.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Well, so my job is to incorporate that tip. And give you guys feedback on how that changed my cooking experience and life in my home. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Okay, for the fun part, even though Robin is not here, we do have a new prize for this month. It's Bar Butler. I'm going to make sure that I'm kind of like politically correct here how I represent this. It's a liquor pump. And as you can see, again, you put any liquid inside and it pumps into your glass. So this one looks like they're pumping like whiskey on the rocks. Like this is pretty somebody was pretty serious about it. But we were thinking about Christmas coming up and lots of entertainment coming up. So this kind of be a cool tool to have, right? Look at that.
Yeah, that looks fabulous. Why not?
So how you guys win this? You're gonna like, love, and share our shows. We are available on all social media platforms. We on YouTube, Instagram. I'm doing this wrong, Robin. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna click this off. Okay, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and we're working on our TikTok. So you can, every time you see any of our shows on any social media platforms, please like, share, invite your friends and family to watch them, because we have not only cool prizes, great cocktails, but also valuable real estate information. And again, if you are looking to sell and buy your home, September is just started and the activity is off the chart. September, October will be the best month for selling and buying the home before the snow flies. Well, snow will start flying anytime. But our phone number is on the screen. Again, Robin will be back next week, and you guys welcome to give us a call if you have any questions. If you would like to get hold of Lisa, I will post her information in the comments below this video, or you can just contact us again, and we will luckily pass her contact info. Right? So next show. Oh, I'm doing this wrong again, Robin. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're doing Empress Gin and Lychee Gimlet, and what are we talking about? Prevent water penetration in your foundation. How to do that? Ooh, so we'll good. Yeah, it's gonna go rainy season, snow season. Things happen. We want to make sure that you guys all staying safe and informed. Again, thanks for watching again, and thank you, our lovely guest Lisa, for joining us and sharing this cocktail with me today and the tips. Lovely, it's lovely. And